The bell rang, all the students ran to their classrooms, and so did Zawa. It was Zawa's first day of school. He had never been to school before in his life. Zawa was 15 years old. He was born to a woodcutter named Caillou. Both Zawa and Caillou lived on the hill. In his initial years, Zawa helped his father cut the wood on the hilltops. This wood was sold in the city to support their family and keep them warm in their hut. Due to extreme poverty, Caillou could not afford to send Zawa to school, although he had always dreamed of it. Zawa had always been helping his father and had learned the woodcutter's work. He knew how to sharpen the axe and hit the tree in the right spots. He never had friends and had never been to the city. From his birth till now, he had only been cutting trees and carrying wood. One day, Caillou told Zawa about his plans to send him to school. Zawa asked, "What is school?" Caillou pointed to the red building down the hill and said, "That is a school, and you will get an education there. With education, you will become intelligent and find better work than this." Zawa wasn't sure if he understood what his father meant, but he nodded in agreement. He had no idea if there was something better than cutting and carrying wood, as he had never seen anything else while living on the hilltop. So, one day, Zawa was sitting in the classroom with all the new kids. The teacher entered the room, and everyone greeted him with respect. Zawa did the same. The teacher announced that today every student had to share their ambition in life with the whole class. Zawa had never heard the word ambition before in his life. He asked the teacher, "Teacher, what is ambition?" The whole class burst out laughing. The teacher silenced the class and explained to Zawa that ambition was something he wanted to achieve in life, something he wanted to do or become. Zawa still stood blank. All his life, he had chopped and carried wood. He had no idea that there was something called ambition, which meant reaching for something that seemed far from him. When his turn came, the teacher asked Zawa what his ambition in life was. Zawa asked the teacher, "Teacher, what is ambition?" The class burst into laughter again. The teacher quieted the class and told Zawa that ambition was something he should have, a goal or a destination in life. Zawa went deep into thoughts, trying to understand why the teacher was asking him to imagine something he didn't want. He questioned whether it was compulsory for everyone to walk to their goals, and if people who chose not to were called directionless. The teacher grew impatient and explained that the road to Zawa's ultimate goal and destination was his ambition. But Zawa couldn't comprehend why he should work hard for something he didn't want. He felt content with cutting wood, drinking tea in the evening, and sleeping at night. He believed he had already reached his destination. The teacher got angry and dismissed the class. Zawa felt confused and unanswered. That night, Zawa told his father what had happened at school. He questioned why the school wanted him to cut wood from trees that didn't exist while they were already doing it without growing any. His father laughed and told him to tell them what they wanted to hear. He explained that they also had ambitions to be successful teachers. Zawa was left alone to ponder his thoughts on the hilltop. The next day at school, Zawa continued from where the teacher had left off. He said he had thought about it and wanted to be a doctor. The teacher clapped for Zawa, and the class continued. As Zawa looked out of the window, he observed the rain and the gray clouds in the sky. They didn't move in one direction, they just rained. The grass didn't grow in any pattern, it just grew. Nature didn't seem to have a plan, it was just being itself. Then he saw a gardener cutting the grass into a beautiful design, realizing that humans couldn't live with nature without changing it. Humans themselves were a part of nature. He questioned whether there was really a path for him to walk, a goal for him to reach. He wondered if it was okay to have ambitions or to be happy where he was right now. Life is continuously evolving, with new discoveries and ways of life being found every day. It's okay to have ambitions, but it's also okay to be content with where you are. Life doesn't always require walking a difficult path. Sometimes, happiness can be found from any point in the journey or without a journey at all. Zawa understood that he could choose his own path and define his own goals. He decided to tell the teacher what they wanted to hear, knowing that they, too, had ambitions. And so, Zawa continued his journey, exploring the possibilities that lay ahead.